Hey everybody, it's That's a Lot of Sodium, and I'm back here with my coinstar finds and two things that the bank teller gave me. So I found a bunch of things. I'm gonna move that out of the way, and I'm gonna go through it one at a time. I'm gonna start with the least, and then I'm gonna build my way up. First thing I got is a, can you see that? 2 euro cents. It is a person, a mask with stars around it and some lettering. I forget what country that is. I'm thinking Cyprus, but I know it's not Cyprus. The second thing is a Canadian dollar coin. Oh, I think they call them loonies. I know they're not very popular. I don't think they really use them anymore. I heard, not sure if this is true, that they're actually getting rid of coins and they're gonna start using just currency. Don't know if that's true or not, but let me see if I can get this in the light. Yeah, that's the coin. It's the 2 euro cent coin. I just wanted to see if I could get that better. So that's the coin. The third thing is something that I've actually found twice before in Coinstars. It's a 1943 steel cent, which they are Wheaties that were made during 1943, during World War II, and the U.S. needed copper for the war. So what they decided to do was to make the pennies that year out of steel. And it was not a very popular idea, and they actually did not really like it, so they stopped 1 year later. But if you can find, they did strike, I think, something like a few hundred 1944s that are worth tens of thousands of dollars. So that's just a little history lesson. And then this, which, if you cannot tell by this coloring, it's a 1945, and if you still can't tell, look at that P that's on the top, and those are what you want to look for in a war nickel. So this means that this one is 30 or 40% silver. So the coin itself is worth more than the silver value, I'm pretty sure. So it's not something you would melt down, but it is a really nice example of a worn out war nickel. I always thought that the Jefferson, the way his jaw goes out, it makes him look like a zombie, but yeah, that's Jefferson. And so I know that would seem like, wow, that's a pretty good find, but I got that from my bank teller, who told me like she'd set it aside for me. And I know that like that would be typically a really nice find, but the next two things I found are way better. It's a buffalo nickel. I found it from the Coinstar. It's a 1937 with a really nice date. Somebody's not very happy that their child went and turned in their coin collection. No, I'm kidding. But it's a really beautiful buffalo nickel, and I don't think that I was ever really expecting to find this. But I'm very glad that I did. So I wanted to share that with everybody. And it's my first buffalo nickel that I've found. I have a few that I bought, but I do not have any that I've found. So this is the first one that I've just found. And it's a later year, but for that date, to have a very clear date is something that's not very common. So it's still probably like a 50-cent coin, but it's beautiful, and I really like it. And finally, the last thing that the bank teller gave me is this. A 1974 D Eisenhower or Ike dollar. It's in really nice condition. I don't think it's a proof just because of how shiny the Ike proofs are, but it does seem to be an uncirculated strike, and it is a D mint mark, so that's the first D mint mark I have. The S mint mark is actually 40% silver, and they were all struck as proofs. So you can see that on the side, you can see that copper there, so it is not silver, but it is a really nice example of the 1974 Ike dollar. So this is the coin. It's scratched up a good bit, but considering it's been in circulation, that's really amazing. So I'm going to go through all the coins again, show them the front and their back. Loony. Got a loon on it. 2 euro cents. Buffalo nickel. War nickel. And steel cent. So, as always, like, subscribe, and have a great day.